There we go. We're recording.
Done. Okay. Hi. Welcome to the Barzone. And you're listening to Miss Barzone, and we're at the SlamInternetRadio.com studios. And we're going to record music from the Doors and do the rock and roll profile of the Doors. Okay, we'll be ready to go after Love Street. You can listen to it live if you want, if you're tuning in now. SlamInternetRadio.com. I love this song. She has a house and garden. I would like to see what happens. I'm going to do a fast service announcement. It's not on the radio, but that's for my people at home on YouTube. Missing person Anthony Catalano has been missing from the Chicagoland area since March 25th, 2009. We have a lot of people been calling in and sending them some texts and emailing me at barzone@mail.com. And we'd like more information, putting pieces together, coming in with new leads, talking to new people. He's been listening from his condo, located 8747 Bryn Mawr, Chicago. That's last seen at 9:30 a.m. coming out of his condo, located at River Road and Bryn Mawr. And near Norwich area. Description is 5'10", blonde hair, hazel eyes. Tattoo of flag. Looking for more people. That's Tony. I'd like to get money together for a reward. And maybe perhaps that will bring some people come forward. You're surprised what people will come forward when a reward is offered. Again, Anthony Catalano. One's a regular at 3 Olives in Norwich, and the Horseshoe Inn. Went to Nick's Lounge. Right. Take a look. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at SlamInternetRadio.com. I would like to see la 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 la. I'm on Facebook as Kathy Barzone. You're welcome to like me or friend me. Hello everybody, welcome to the Barzone. The Barzone Radio presents rock and roll profiles. This week we're doing Jim Morrison and the Doors Anthology and Jimology, Jim the Lover and the Man, plus his greatest hits with the Doors that he did going back to the 60s, back to the days of Peyote. And I'm dressed, I've got my feathers on today. The Doors appears, we're going to do his appearances in tidbits. One of the best songs that he ever did was called People Are Strange, which came out of the next album that they did, which it reached the U.S. charts at number 112. And the second album was called Strange Days. And it had also included the ever popular hit When the Music's Over. And then music gets busted, Morrison, doing his music in Haven Court. He did a concert and he got busted. And because he had bad-mouthed the police, that's Jim Morrison for you, Jim was charged with breach of peace and resisting arrest. And the group appears again at the Fillmore West. They had shared the billing that night with Chuck Berry. And hold on 1 minute, we'll get our favorite song. Again, I just want to go over something. If you two are listening, you can listen to this Backdoor Man. And then when the music's over, by going into slaminternetradio.com. Okay, join us on Facebook. Also, you can join us on Facebook at facebook.com, slaminternetradio.com. I'd like to just tell a little bit about myself. This Barzone presents radio. I'm a screenwriter, and I'm also looking to do my trailer, which is Bloody Mary. And I have some people that have read my screenplays, and they're interested in doing it, so we can raise money for doing movies. Most of all, I would like people to understand that there's a lot of things going on. Joe Fosk of American News Post have said a lot of things about the Michael DePhillips Jr. case and how it's connected with Anthony Catalano. So any of those, see that online and see what you can come up with. Come and get in contact with me about me at barzone@mail.com. In the meantime, tune in to us. Anybody listening and tuning into my YouTube, we're looking for sponsors. So again, you can contact us in Facebook, or you can contact me if you're interested in being a sponsor. If you're interested in getting your voice out on the radio and you have an interesting idea to do a radio station, give us a call at 773-657-3341. Again, that's slaminternetradio.com. Jim Morrison was always my favorite. I should act like I'm Jim Morrison and I'm Coyote. Why did he? That's how he talked. I guess it was floating. They had some good jams. Next week we're going to be doing Pink Floyd if you want to tune in. And my shows are live every Wednesday between 4 and 6. My favorite song, When the Music's Over. Again, you can hear this live between 4 and 6 on Wednesdays at slaminternetradio.com. Listen to us on iTunes and in our archives. Keep going into episode after episode. You can go all the way up to 6 months of my past. In the past, I did the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and John Lennon and Yoko Ono. This is part 2. Yeah! Robbie Krieger on the guitar. Yeah! That's when music was music. When the music's over, when the music's over, yeah. Turn out the lights, turn out the lights, turn out the lights. When the music's over, turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. Alright, we're gonna do this. Is your special friend. Some of the upcoming things I'm going to be doing is Journey, Santana, and Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's by next week I'll do. Listen to it on iTunes. Until the end. That's Rayman Zurich on the chord, on the what do you call it here? Piano. Robbie Kruger. On the guitar. It's also John Densmore. Again, you can hear it on slaminternetradio.com if you're just tuning in now. Turn out the lights. Scripture to the I got some friends inside. On the side. So yeah, nowadays when you want to hear Morrison, you gotta go into one song at a time. Well, here, just go into iTunes and hear it. We have a lot of Morrison songs. I actually have 22. And we have episode after episode. This is part 2. So if you miss it on Wednesday live, then go into the archives and go into more episodes. You go by day for Barzone internetradio.com. Barzone Radio presents Rock and Roll Profile. Some of his songs are like 11 minutes, but they're excellent. So I tune in on iTunes. Everybody loves Jim Morrison. I got all his best songs, 22 of them. And of course you tune in at slaminternetradio.com. Maybe I'll do it right away. I'll do Anthony's service announcement next. To the ground. Remember Jim Morrison with his leather pants and his feathers? And we want it. No, yeah. So I just need something to float on like Jim Morrison. When the music's over, yeah. Turn out the lights, turn out the lights, turn out the lights, turn out the lights. It's your special friend. Until the end, until you end. Hello everybody, welcome back again. You're listening to Barzone Radio presents Rock and Roll Profile. And this week we're doing Jim Morrison and the Doors Anthology. And Jim, the lover of Jimology, and the man and his hits. We have actually 22 hits. Last week we did part 1, this week we do part 2. And I just wanted to do a really fast service announcement. Again, we have a service announcement about a friend of mine named Anthony Catalano. And he's been missing since March 25th, 2009. He was last seen coming out of his condo at 8747 Bryn Mawr in Chicago. We have a lot of missing person flyers. Looking for leads, you can go into Miss Barzone on YouTube and see some of the YouTubes on there. And a lot of recordings of that I'm doing today in the studio are on there. Okay, and I just want to get back to Jim Morrison and the Soft Parade. CBS, Columbia, and Billy James signed the group, and meanwhile the former jug band, a battle rock guitarist named Krieger. Okay, that would be Robbie Krieger. Okay, he was born 1946 in Los Angeles. First named Robbie. Okay, so that was his first name, and Robbie originally played with Densmore in a band named Psychedelic Rangers. That's when the psychedelic came from the 60s when they were doing, I guess, acid and LSD and all that. And so it was like a normal thing to be a flower child and wear feathers and come from the desert, I guess. He was the band's guitarist, and by 1966, Jim Morrison named the group The Doors. Okay. And Morrison moved to the name the group The Doors. It started with the Four Doors, I guess, and then he came to The Doors. Okay, inspired by him, and only Jim could come up with that, and there's a reason for that. It was inspired from his poem, The Doors, Opened and Closed, to which Jim reads Aldous Huxley as a document of a masculine experience. The doors of perception. Look at this response. You know what? Somehow I have soft parade and tell the people here.
Right. You said this was supposed to go under public service council.
Wait, say this. Okay, so let me see. So the doors of perception, and then we've got break for a song.
The service announcement, then people are strange, then doors of perception, then the next two songs.
Okay, so the next two songs is Soft Parade and Tell the People?
Right. I have those up already, if you want to play them now.
Okay, we're going to just play all three of them. All three of them, and that way we'll be back to normal then. Right, in this. Okay. 3-song hit it is. For those that are tuning in at home, the 3-song hit. Right now we're listening to People Are Strange at Slam Internet. Radio.com. After it'll be Soft Parade and Tell the People on iTunes. It'll be awesome. Get your earphones on. Put them on. And you're strange. There's a lot of a rain. Seminary students. Petition the Lord with prayer. Soft Parade is on. You can go, if you're looking for your internet and you got the speakers on your internet, on your laptop, just go to slaminternetradio.com. Barzone, entertainment, rock and roll profiles, and you can go into the archives, go under more episodes, awesome songs. Listening to Jim Morrison and the Doors, Soft Parade right now. Oh, I like this part. This is the best part of the song. This is the best part of the trip. Get my peyote on. Drinking my... Coming from the desert. That's Jim Morrison. Hey, yeah. Yeah! Ha, yeah! The realtor swing must be this way. Freaking cool song. Let people play. I gotta get my iTunes going. I gotta listen to this. Well, that's the thing. She must say. Did you feel this candle face? How come they don't have the greatest songs? The Rolling Stones are in town. They're selling the tickets. All the best songs. I did the Rolling Stones. If you go further in my episode, I think it was like a month ago. Must be this way. Yeah. I need a tambourine or something. Peace, everybody. Flower power. Remember 8-track? If you can remember that far back. I remember my brother had this. And you hear all the Pink Floyd and the Doors. Out of sight. radio shows. They're bringing on a lot of bands. Again, mine's on Wednesdays between 4 and 6. The Barzone Rock and Roll Profiles was on. You hear it live then. Next week I want to do Pink Floyd. I want to do Journey in the future. I want to do Santana. Such great bands. If you have any suggestions, type them in there and I'll do them. Type them in on Miss Barzone under my comments. Yeah. You're welcome to friend me on Facebook under Kathy Barzone, and come to Facebook.com and flameinternetradio.com. Keep up with our special messages in there and shows. When all else fails, we could, I remember that, we could whip the horse's ass on, we'll say, horse's eyes. My friend used to say horse's ass all the time. Just listen to it. Don't even ask me, right? Now I just need to tell all the people, Jim Morrison. Follow me, yeah. Follow me down. Your life's complete. He seems to be like some sort of prophet. Time has come. Follow me down. I can see it's fire. Follow me down. Tell people that you see and be free. Follow me down. Follow me down. To follow me down. Be down. Be people that you see. Yeah, follow me. Hello everybody, welcome back. You're listening to the Barzone Radio presents Rock and Roll Profiles, and this week we're doing Jim Morrison and the Doors anthology, Jim the Lover and Jim the Man, listening to Jimology and about 22 of his hits. This is part 2. Last week we have a lot of hits. You can hear them on slaminternetradio.com, and also join us in Facebook at facebook.com/internetradio.com. So what we'd like for you to do is come on in and tune in to the Barzone, when you can listen to us on our iTunes and also listen to our older episodes in our archives. We're listening to Jim Morrison, Soft Parade, Wild Child. There was another quote latent within the meaning of Jim Morrison's songs that we've listened in. Set all the other chemical doors in the wall are labeled dope, if you hear some of the lines. The group went into the rehearsal. When they go into the rehearsal for 5 months, they had played at the London Fog Club on Sunset Boulevard, okay, and that was in LA, okay, and also on the night of their tenure where they first broke out, they first were seen by Booker, which was in a club called the Whiskey A Go Go, which is a very popular club, because from what I heard, the Beatles were also at Whiskey A Go Go. So it sounds pretty familiar. Must be a pretty hot club in those days. The Booker, inspired by the group, they were inspired, he saw them, he wanted to book them up as a residential band as the house band, during which time they stayed on for 6 months at the Whiskey A Go Go. And after that, the group went on to obtain a release from Columbia, and they made by Love Arthur Lee, and it was a great song. And right now we're going to break again for one of our favorite songs called Wild Child from Jim Morrison. Yeah! Listen to that guitar! I just want to make sure that this is on. Sailor. Yeah, it's the name. Wild child, full of grit, human rights. This sounds like when he was stoned. Good band. All you favorite guitar players, listen to us on iTunes. Listen to us on iTunes. Good music. Get your headphones. Like Jim Morrison, excellent. I got 22 of his favorite hits playing. Ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da. You know, Jim Morrison always wanted to live on the edge, and it seemed like he just wanted to live on the edge, basically, just like he was living on the edge. It was a really good, I was too young to really understand it, you know. I'm older now and I really like his music. Wild child, run right. Take care of your human race. wow, that went over pretty fast. Remember when we were in Africa? What was that? Okay, the Barzone Radio presents Rock and Roll Profiles. And this week we're doing Jim Morrison and the Doors Anthology and Jimology. We're doing Jim the Lover and the Man, plus many, many of his hits. We're trying to do as many hits, at least 22 of them. We're at part 2 this week of 22 hits. Jim Morrison and his bio. Jim Morrison was originally named James Douglas Morrison, and he was born December 8th in 1943 in Melbourne, Florida. His father was the son of a U.S. Navy recruit, and after dropping out of the Florida State University, Jim had enrolled in the Theater of Art. It was in the Department of UCLA. 2 months of graduation, Jim meets Ray Manzarek. Ray Manzarek was considered a prodigal, classic pianist, and Ray had then played in blues bands, and at the time he was in a blues band, and it was called Rick and the Ravens, and he played along with his brother Jim on the weekends, and that was at the Santa Monica, California bar. And you know, from what I originally heard is that they met each other, did a lot of work on the beach, so they were the original beachcombers. Okay. He was at that time recording for the label of Aura, okay, and on Venice, in Los Angeles Beach, they did Moonlight Drive, which I love that song. And when Jim Morrison recruited Moonlight Drive, when he recited it, that's when he was recruited by Ray Manzarek. That is when Ray was first taken in by Jim Morrison's first performance and invited Jim to form a group. Ray had said, when Jim Morrison sang those lines, "Let's swim to the moon, let's climb through the tide, penetrate the evening, that the city sleeps to hide," Manzarek said, "Man, it told me that that's it." The Doors concept was then created. All